In this video, I'm going to show you how you can edit your movie. I'm going to show you in Windows because that's what I use, but you can also use a program in Mac called iMovie if you want to use that. I'm going to show you how to do it using the free Windows Movie Maker. Okay, so just find Windows Movie Maker. I'll give you a link to that or you can search for it, and then we're going to download it. And once it's downloaded, we're going to install it. So just click on it. Click yes. Okay. Okay, so we choose the programs we want to install, and then we just pick the ones. So I don't want Messenger, don't want Writer. I do want Photo Gallery and Movie Maker. And then down here, it shows you what you already have installed. Okay, so let's click Install, and then it will just go through it and install it for us now. Okay, so it's done. Now let's open it up now. And here's what it looks like. So very simple. You got a work area here, a viewing area over here, and then you have all your tools up here. I'll show you some basics here. I'm not going to go into a full-fledged tutorial on Windows Movie Maker because it does a lot of things, but I am going to show you how to put an intro slide on, how to put a credit slide on, and how to edit out your mistakes. I'll go briefly over some of the other features of it as well. Okay, so what we want to do now is put our movie into the work area. You can either do a search for it by clicking here, or you can drag and drop it in. So I'm going to drag it in there. Okay, so here is our slide. So let's just play it. And there we go. Okay, so now we know that our clip is working properly within the editor. Now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to add our intro. Now, if you look, we're on the home right now, and if you look over here, we have title, caption, and credit. So we're going to hit title, and it puts a title clip right there for us. You'll see it comes up and it says My Movie, so we can change the title right here. So whatever your title is, we'll say test clip. Now we can do quite a lot of other things with this now. We can change the font, we can change the font size, we can change the size of it with these tools up and down, can change the color here, can change the background color over here, we can change the start time and end time of this clip. So if we want to make it shorter, we can make it 5 seconds or 3 seconds. And then we have some effects over here. So you see when I put my mouse over, the test clip changes. Okay, so let's put it over this one. Okay, so you get some different types of animations that you can put on your test clips, which is kind of neat. So let's just choose this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and change the color here. So we'll change the text color to red, and we'll change the background color to white, I guess. Okay, so let's give it a play here. Okay, so that animation has a great tinge. And there we go. Okay, so let's change that again. I don't really like that. But anyway, you can mess around with these and get the clip looking the way you want. Okay, so that's the title clip. Now you can also put a clip on the back end. So let's drag this over here. And you can use the same type of clip if you want, and you can create your own credits, or you can use the credits clip. Okay, and then in here, we have credits, director, starring, location, and soundtrack. Okay, so you can use any of these different clips. I'm just going to do credits. Okay, and then it comes up with the generic credits, and then you say, and then you can just fill it out. So by, and so on. Okay, and then same applies again. You can change the animations. You can change the colors and the sizes. and so on. Okay, so that's really easy to put those on there. And the next thing you should look at is go through here and edit out any mistakes. So you want to go through and listen until you find where a mistake is. Now, to make it easier to find your mistakes, it's a good idea to go over to View, and then what you want to do is zoom in. Okay, now you'll see now that this has made this clip a lot more spread out compared to what it used to be. Okay, so now let's say that we're listening along. Best of the recording. Say we decide that this is the starting point you want to cut out. So what we want to do is go over to Edit. Okay, and then what you want to do is do a split. Okay, so let's split that video right there. And then what you want to do is listen until you hear the other part of it. We can move around here and say it's right there. So what we want to do is go and split it again. All right, this is the piece we now need to remove. So all we got to do is hit the delete key, and that mistake has been edited out. Simple as that. Go through and take any ums and ahs, pieces that you need to take out, remove them out of there. Okay, so that takes out all your mistakes. Okay, let's just go over some other things real quickly here. Let's say animations. You can put an animation between things. So let's click on here. And if we put over an animation, and there we go. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. See that it's and there we go. Animations for us at that clip. Okay, so if you want to put an animation, let's say you want to put it here. Let's say we want to put in this animation. We'd actually want to put it at the end of this. So we want to put it between the intro and where the movie starts. And there we go. Click that. Now let's go and play. And there we go. See, it's working. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now let's go back here and look at some other things. You could add music to your timeline as well. All you got to do is go add music, and then you can pick from where you want the music to come from. So you can find new music online, or you can add music from your computer, and then you can bring it in here, and you can put it in as a second track. Okay, so let's say we want to put music just on the intro clip here, and we don't want any background music anywhere else. So what we can do, let's go and add some music, and let's go to the Free Music Archive, and then we can download something here that we want to use. Okay, so you can listen. So I'm just going to download this one, but you go through and find one you like. So let's download. We'll save. Okay, and then we're going to add that to where our video is so that we can bring it in. We'll add it to where our clip is that we saved already. Okay, so I'll paste that in here. Just moved it from my downloads directory. All right, now let's go back to Windows Movie Maker. And we're going to bring in the clip now, the audio clip. So we're going to add music. Okay, and here it is. So bring that in. Let's open it. All right, now you see that it is going all the way to the end there. So what we want to do is we want to stop it right at the end of this clip. Okay, now to do that, you'll see up here we have music tools, so click on that. Make sure that you have your start point at the beginning of the clip that you want the music to start, and you want to set the start time. Make sure you're in Music Tools. So set start time, or start point, I should say, not time. That's the music time, so you can do that as well. Drag this to where you want the music to stop. Set endpoint. And there you go. You now have an audio track at the front end of your video here. So let's have a listen. And there we go. Okay, so let's go back here. You go back into the Music Tools, and there's some other things you can do here. So you can fade it in, fade it out. You can change the volume here. Okay, so anyway, that's how you get music in there. And that probably is everything you need to do for your basic videos. So we've gone over putting an intro clip on, putting a credits clip at the end, editing out our mistakes, and adding a music track. Okay, so we're really done here. The last thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save it. So you can go to Project. If you record it in standard screen, then you should set this to standard screen so it saves as 4:3. If it's widescreen format that you use, then use widescreen here. Okay, and then we can go ahead and we can save the project. So we go to File, and then you want to save the project. Now this is saving the Windows project. So let's click on that. We'll save it in our working folder here. So let's just change this. Of course, you need to name it what you want. So I'll say test clip. I'm having lots of trouble with spelling today. Okay, so save it. Now you can come in and you can re-edit this anytime you want. Let's go to Home. So from here, you'll see that you can directly upload these to a number of places, but all you want to do is save the movie. Now again, from here, you have a number of areas that you can choose to save. Let me move this over a little bit. So you have, as an Android 1080p, you'll see all the different things we can do here for high definition display, for computer, and then we have all kinds of different. Okay, so you just save it the way you want here. So we have 1280 by 1080 pixels. Okay, now you can also just save it for your computer. So Windows 8 or Windows 7 or whatever. Okay, so let's click on that. You see here that it's going to save it as an MPEG-4. Okay, so there's our MP4 format. So we can just save it into our working folder. Okay, so testclip.mp4. Now it is rendering it for us. So once it's done, we will have an MP4 that has been fully edited. Okay, so it now says it's done. We can play it from here, or we can open the folder that it's in. Okay, and here is our edited video. Here is our project from Windows. Here is the video that we created from the screen captures software. Here's the music clip. So we have everything in here. If we double click on this now, it'll open it up in the player. And there we go. Okay, so this is a test. Okay, so there you go. You now know how to create free screen capture videos and edit them.